Cycle Monday. How's everybody doing this fine Monday morning? I figured that's what I'd call it today, Motorcycle Monday. Who's out having their morning coffee or evening refreshment hanging beside their motorcycle? Motorcycle Mondays are better than workday Mondays, right? If you're scrolling by, drop in and hang out for some Motorcycle Monday. And how's your Monday going today so far? Hanging out beside the front wheel, drum brake front wheel. How are you doing today? Grab your coffee and drop a comment and come and sharing some motorcycle stories. Hanging out for some live time by the old 45. Whatever part of the world you're in, join in for some Motorcycle Monday. Hanging out in the garage for some shop talk, sharing motorcycle stories. Good morning. Welcome in for some Motorcycle Monday. Hanging out in the garage, having the morning coffee, hanging with the 45. Welcome. Welcome in for some Motorcycle Monday. Block Life Gucci. Welcome in, my friend. He says sweet. Thank you kindly, my friend. Old 1943 45-inch flathead. Pretty awesome, fun little motorcycle there, Block Life. Where are you from, my friend? Block Life Gucci says, nice bike. What we doing? Oh, just hanging out in the garage for some Motorcycle Monday. I'm having my morning coffee and I'm injured. Oh, you're in Phoenix. Awesome, my friend. Me too. Cheers. I'm in Phoenix too. Hanging out on the injured list, so I can't ride my motorcycle or Block Life, so I'm doing some live streams hanging beside the old bike. The deal for real. Welcome in, my friend. Have you done any work on it since the last time? Uh, I haven't done nothing. I'm hanging out on the injured list. I'm hanging out on the injured list waiting to get in for surgery from distracted driver accident. I got to get my shoulders sewed back together. Block Life. I'm from Sunny Slope. Hey, Deal, you following me? Hey, Deal. DG. DGHB8RH. Hello, hello. Also having coffee, enjoying looking at your bike. Thank you kindly, my friend. That's what I'm doing. Hanging out in the garage, doing some live with a hurt shoulder. I'm sitting down on 11th Ave and Hatcher. Cool, my friend. Yeah, EG. She's an awesome, fun little. I built her from a basket case. Started with a bare frame and boxes and baskets of parts. 1943, 45-inch flathead, 3-speed transmission, kickstart. Yeah, fun little motorcycle. Put a 6 overstock length Springer front end on it. No front fender. A little bit of custom handlebar work. Just so I can call it my chopper. And being on the injured list and not being able to ride sure sucks. Uh, yeah, I got DG. I got rear-ended by a distracted driver out on the highway. Somebody more interested driving their telephone than the steering wheel. 2-4. Good morning, my friend. Hey, Cactus. I finally got a day I can ride. Leaving soon. How many miles would you like me to clock for you? Oh man. Well, I'm behind a couple of years of motorcycle miles, so everyone that they everyone you can get in, I'll take, my friend. How's that? Yeah, and unfortunately, I'm not going to get any motorcycle miles in this year either, so every mile you can get in for me, buddy, I'll take. That's awesome. Glad to hear that you finally got the weather let up for you and got nice sunshiny warm day. Awesome. 2-4. Appreciate it, my friend. The deal for real. The bike goon in the garage. LOL. Oh, are you? Well, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear you're a bike goon, man. What kind of bike do you ride? If you're a goon in the garage. Awesome. Good on you. That deal for real. DG says, couldn't been worse. Glad you and the bike are still with us. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, it certainly could have. I don't know if you've seen the videos of how bad the frame was wrinkled up after the accident, but she was pretty severe damaged, bent and twisted from front to back. The only the only thing that wasn't bent was the neck. The down tube all under the engine, uh, transmission mount, the backbone right back into under the seat. Yeah, I got a couple videos posted on my channel how bad she was wrinkled up. Pretty amazing guy. I found do the frame repairs in Mesa. Did an outstanding job. Hertzwell 77, be on the mend soon, brother. Thank you kindly, Hertzwell. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this uh, shoulder surgery done and over with, but I'm not really looking much forward to the 7 or 9 months in the arm sling. So that'll take some patience. CD, good morning, my friend. How's beautiful, sunshiny Florida this morning? Hey, brother, hope you're doing good today. Oh, I'm doing good, CD. Thanks, my friend. I just hanging out. We're getting closer and closer to surgery date here, so patience. Hanging out in the garage by the old 45, morning coffee, that's about it until I get this shoulder done and fixed. The deal for real. No one wants to randomly get rear-ended. Oh my God. You got that right. The deal for real. There's video posted on my channel. The video don't look like much, but it's at the accident scene, and I turned my phone on and give it to a guy, and he walked down the pavement, and from where he can see skid marks, and he paced out the yards back to where I'm laying. And there's the video don't look like much, but it kind of sinks in a little bit when you when he gets back to where I'm laying. He says 88 yards from the point of impact. So yeah, it was pretty frustratingly stupid. Distracted driver. They're the deal for real. Long time injury getting over this one. Hertzwell going to try and get some miles in for you too today. All right, my friend. I love it. Where are you going? Where are you going for a ride? 2-4. You may find that shoulder heals a lot faster than what the doctors say. They ain't always right. Absolutely, my friend. I'm certainly praying and counting on that being the case for sure. Nicholas 9775. Welcome in, my friend. 1994 Katana 600F. All right. Cool, my friend. I love it. Getting the sport guys dropping in. I wouldn't be able to keep up to you, but I can keep up to you in the smiles. They're Nicholas with the Katana. That's awesome. I've never rode one, but they are definitely an awesome piece of engineering motorcycle. So yeah, welcome. I'm on the injured list there, Nicholas. So I can't ride I can't ride. I'm booked in for surgery here to get my shoulder sewn back together. And so this is my motorcycle time. So when you're out on your Katana burning up some miles today, put a couple miles on for me too. CD says Florida is great. Thank you. I really hope you can get down here when you're riding again. That would be really cool. Oh, absolutely. CD. It's been I can't remember, 2014, 2013 or 14, I think was the last time I was in Florida. And it was probably before that, 2011 or 2010, when I was down to Naples and rode the Alligator Alley. So absolutely, my friend. Unfortunately, it's not going to be this year. Uh, I'm booked in for surgery here, well, on the 11th. So we're Nicholas 9775, our Katana friend. Where are you from? You guys, anybody new in here? Being I'm on the injured list, I bought a big map so that anybody that drops in for the live, drop a comment where you're from, and I'll put a pin in the map. See how many countries around the world. It's pretty awesome fun how you can go on live and click a button in 3 seconds, be in contact with motorcycle people from all over the globe. So cool. 2-4. If Dr. Zwoer is right, I would be a vegetable or dead. Oh man. I'm glad you survived and got out of that one 2-4, my friend. What's your temperature up there today? Nice warm sunny day for you for a motorcycle ride, I hope. CD 24. Ain't that the truth? Oh, absolutely, my friend. Hertzwell, maybe around the bay. All right. Cool. Put some motorcycle miles on for me too, my friend. Norbert Wiener Milk. Hello. Said hi. I'm from the Netherlands. All right. Look at that. Norbert, we'll I don't know if you've been on my channel or not because I'm on the injured list and can't ride my old motorcycle currently. I'm booked in to get surgery done on my shoulder. And so I got a big world map here of anybody that checks into my live. I'm putting a pin in the map for you. So over yonder, where in the Netherlands are you from? There, Norbert? Uh, hang on here. Let's stick a pin. How about where are you? By Amsterdam there, Norbert? We'll stick a pin in the map for you here, my friend. Awesome. Yeah, and anybody else dropping in for some live time here. I got a big world map here. Drop a comment where you're from and we'll put a pin in the map for you. Norbert says, I got a effed up shoulder too. Oh man. In the south. In the South Netherlands. Okay, well, we're it's not a real well detailed map here, so we got you pinned there, Norbert. Left to the pin already there. All right. We'll relocate you, get you a little closer to home. Yeah, it gives me something fun to do while I can't be out riding my motorcycle. There you go. What did you do to your shoulder, Norbert? How did you? I got rear-ended on my old bike, July 18th, 24, and dislocated my left shoulder. And now, after doing physical therapy for a year and a half, twice a week for a year and a half, I now got the muscle completely tore off the bone. So, unfortunately, surgery is my next step. Mock Boy ZO. There any way we can see the other fuel tank? I'm showing my dad for the first time. Mock Boy, my reserve tank you talking about? Anybody hasn't seen this? My adjustable sissy bar, the old mechanical lever. I pulled the saddlebag off the. It's for my adjustable sissy bar. My auxiliary fuel tank hanging on the back. It's a vertical tank. I just got it hanging off a leather strap, and then the fitting comes out of the bottom. If you're, it works pretty awesome. There, everybody, Mock Boy. They fitting screws right in the fitting bung is welded in the bottom. Screw fitting in and a hose. I got the hose running down along the frame, and then underneath, right underneath my butt cheek, tied to the side of the frame, I got a shut-off valve on it for it, and then out of the shut-off valve up, and then tease in here, just below the main petcock on the main tank. So yeah, it works pretty awesome. It's if you guys are familiar with or not, the old flatheads. So this is a 1943 45-inch flathead. This is a 3.5 gallon gas tank. This side's the oil tank on them. So they're not very big gas tank. And well, I live up in the Central Plains here in North America, and sometimes it's quite a stretch between gas stops. So that's why I put the auxiliary tank. That's 3 gallons. And so with both tanks, I get 6.5 gallons gas. Mock boy, there any? Oh, read that one. Norbert, I'm new. Left to the pin. Okay, awesome, Norbert. We got you pinned on the map. I got a tumor in my shoulder that they can't remove because it will do more damage. Oh my God, man. I'm sorry to hear that, Norbert. Damn. Horrible. 2-4. It's 10 degrees C now. Going to be 15 this afternoon. All right. Beautiful. Leather weather. Put your coat on and go for a beautiful ride down the coast. Awesome, 2-4. I love it. Mike Td says, good morning, Cactus. Have you been watching TT Isle of Man races? Are you streaming it or watching updates on YouTube? Yeah, I've seen a few videos of it. No, I haven't been streaming any of it, Mike. But where are you watching it? Like, where do you find that live stream stuff? Norbert says, cool. The tank outside like that. Norbert, I have a Ducati Strada. All right. Awesome, my friend. I've never rode one, but I got a couple of friends that do, and yeah, pretty awesome, cool, well built, designed motorcycles too. 2-4 says, all right, I'm out, bro. Gonna go for a rep. Talk soon. All right, my friend. Thanks for dropping in. I love it. Going have an awesome ride today. 2-4. Random rants. Booyah. Good morning there, random rants. How you doing this morning, my friend? Or well, it's morning Arizona. It's gotta be midnight or something, or 3 o'clock in the morning, and beautiful Australia. I was scrolling through a couple of your videos there last night, there, random rants, and you got some pretty rugged looking countryside up there, where you live up in the northern part of Australia. Beautiful looking scenery. Keeping it real. How do you say it? Keep it real on the back wheel. Awesome, my friend. You got some, I seen that one video there. My gosh, you got some big spiders over there where you live. Holy moly. User SH5DY5TR9D. Good morning, Eric. How you doing today, buddy? He says, good morning. I highly recommend researching something like a seated exercise bike for low impact exercise during your long road ahead. I understand your knee problem as well. Yeah, I hear you, Derek. That's uh that's an awesome tip. This it's horribly frustrating being on the injured list and can't do what a guy is used to doing. So couch potato life is definitely no fun. rather quite aggravating, you might say, to put it mildly. And where did he go here? Did he skip out of the live stream here? Uh, where is he? Nicholas with the Katana. Are you still hanging in there, buddy? Where did you go? I was hoping to hear some more Katana stories. Must have skipped out, skipping school. Random rants. I'm a bit annoyed. Robbie Madison had a freestyle show on Saturday. I didn't even know. I have a terminal case of hermatitis. uh, hermatitis. Random rants. You are good, my friend. You are good. Katana's rule, bro. Oh, I've never rode one, but that's not my style of riding. But I worked with a guy years ago. He rode one, and oh yeah, the things are crazy. They're crazy. Not to mention the crazy nut that connects the seat to the handlebars. Hats off to the guys that ride them and the motorcycle skills they have. So awesome. How about uh, how about you, Random Rants? There, I found your channel there last night, and I see some of the cosmetic scuffs you got on your motorcycle there, but those build character, don't they? Just I'm glad you didn't get banged up any worse than you did there. I mean, broken 5 ribs is no joke to deal with, but I'm glad you weren't hurt any worse than you were, my friend. And the bike is still rideable condition. So what are you doing today, Random Rants? Are you hanging out with Hermatitis, or are you going for some motorcycle miles today? If you are, put a few in for me. Random Rants, I'll get them fixed after my trip. I'll probably fall over again. Yeah, I've fallen over a time or two myself. If you if you if you don't ride your motorcycle, you don't fall over. Kind of like everything else, when you fall over, pick her up and stand up and shake the dust off and go again. Spent the Arvo with my youngest. All right. Are your youngins getting into the motorcycle life too there, Random Rants? Hey, the last couple lives I've done here, I haven't seen her buddy back in here, Random Rants, that was trying to give us the gear grinding here the other day. He maybe got hung up in the parental controls that I set up. Random Rants, if you live life on the edge, you're bound to fall off occasionally. Yeah, you got that right. Unfortunately, sometimes when it's some stupid distractor driver that causes us to fall off is quite disappointing. Though my seat cover, my classy fancy seat covers coming unfolded on me here. He says, nah, they did it for a while, but lost interest. Oh yeah. Well, motorcycle life isn't for everybody. So some of us live for it and some don't. I happen to be one of the ones that lives for it. So anybody new who just dropped into for some Monday morning motorcycle, if you're new in here, drop us a comment where you're from and we'll stick a pin in the map and see how many countries around the world we can find like-minded awesome motorcycle people. We're just hanging out for some motorcycle morning coffee from Arizona. How about you guys? Where are you from? Random Rants. You bike ride? Yeah, bike. Ride check. Absolutely, my friend. Ride check. Awesome. Who else is hanging in here for some morning live by the 45 and some Monday morning motorcycle hanging out in the garage on the injured list? Can't ride my motorcycle. Sulking. I'd sooner be out riding my old shovel head getting caught in a snowstorm than what I'm going through with this shoulder injury. You guys? Eric, plan to ride this morning. Wife is still asleep. Oh, yeah. Well, if you're going for a ride without her, make sure you leave her a note. It's Motorcycle Monday. Eric, leave her a note on the counter by the coffee pot. It's Motorcycle Monday. Love ya. uh, and if you got straight pipes, push it halfway down the block so that she doesn't hear you escape there, Eric. And where are you going for a ride today, Eric? Everybody else? Anybody else new dropping in for the live? Where are you going for some motorcycle riding today? Unfortunately, I'm not. So I'm counting on you guys to make some motorcycle miles for me. This being on the injured list is no fun. Random rants. Uh, awesome. He says, what are you doing, man? Get the hell out of there, brother. Make the, excuse me, make the great escape, right? Random rants. Get out while the getting's good. I know I certainly would be. I was really, I was really hoping, looking forward to this summer, being healed up and get my old 53 panhead put back together, get the engine and the transmission put back in it and back on the road. But unfortunately, with this shoulder surgery coming up, there's not going to be much of anything happening this summer. Hanging out in an arm sling for 7 to 9 months. I'll be sitting here looking at the points for 7 months. Eric bought her a new helmet. she was supposed to come along to ride to a nearby place to take a nature walk. All right. Some beautiful motorcycle miles and some beautiful countryside, Eric. Yeah. Who else is hanging in listening in on the live? Drop us a comment where you're from and we'll stick a pin in the map. See how many countries around the world we can get a pin in the map of motorcycle minded people from around the globe. I think it's pretty awesome how YouTube Live. Oh, look at this. We finally got a guy from Alaska the other day stopped in. And there was a guy from Brazil. The guy from Brazil that stopped in, he didn't say what country, so I just kind of stuck him in the middle there. Yeah, awesome. Gives me something to do, and it's fun to connect with the motorcycle community we got in Eastern Europe, Central Europe, Russia, South Africa, India, motorcycle people all over the world, China, Australia. Our friend Random Rants, he told me exactly where he lives, so we put the name on the map for him. Western Australia, Southern, Eastern, New Zealand, oh, Tasmania. Awesome, fun stuff. So yeah, where you going? Where are you going hiking today, there, Eric? Awesome. Get out for a motorcycle ride and some beautiful nature. Random Ranch. She threw all my brand new gear in the bin on day. Oh no, that's no good. Random Rants. Anybody else new in here? Hanging out for some Monday motorcycle stories. Hanging in the garage. Random Rants. Remember that guy on the 85 Yamaha Exciter? I never heard of that bike because it's a snowmobile. Oh, Exciter. Yamaha. Wasn't that an Random Rants? Wasn't that an Enticer? I know Yamaha made an Enticer motorcycle, but yeah, I've never heard of an Exciter either. But there's probably lots of motorcycles from around the globe that we haven't heard of. Eric said had a thief come through my carport, and one of the things missing was my wife's spare helmet. Man, that stupid, ignorant people that do that kind of garbage, Eric, sucks. I hear you, my friend. I believe the Exciter is something like a Honda Rebel 250cc. Oh, there you go. That's the fun thing about motorcycle like-minded people that all join in here. We can easily share knowledge and from one brand to the next. It's pretty awesome. I'll have to look now. It was for a game. It's by Random Rants. Who else is hanging around, hanging by the live here this morning? Drop us a comment where you're from and Share your motorcycle stories with us. Did you, Eric, did you get a chance to go fishing yesterday or taking your fishing rod with you today? Find a little pond somewhere to catch a fishy or put a hook in the water, anyways? Try. Anybody new just dropped into the live? We're hanging out for Motorcycle Monday. Morning coffee scrollers. Drop us a comment where you're from and what kind of motorcycle you ride. Drop a comment where you're from and we'll stick a pin in the map for you. Eric says, not yesterday. I answered you on your channel last night. Oh, sorry about that, Eric. Sorry, my friend. Get get so many messages and then doing these lives. Kind of forget keeping track of who's who, Eric. Who's rode a motorcycle with the old style rocker foot clutch? Anybody hanging in here ever rode with one of those before? Rocker style foot clutch, tank shift. Awesome, fun old motorcycle stuff, my friends. Whatever kind of motorcycle you ride, I hope you share the same passion for your motorcycles as I do mine. This being on the injured list certainly is no fun. Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry about that, Eric. I remember you did say that last minute she wanted to join and didn't have a spare helmet. Bought one yesterday. All right. Now you just gotta shake her out of bed and away you go. Random Rant says if a car thief came through my port, I would it would be the only thing missing. Yeah. Ruffle them up, right? Random Rants. Good morning, anybody else. If you're new, just dropping into the live here, just hanging out for some Motorcycle Monday conversation, coffee time. Lots of mine shafts near me. Oh wow. What kind of miners are up in your neck of the woods there, Random Rant? And is it still active mining or is it lots of old abandoned over and done with mining? Pretty quiet on the live this morning. If you must be Monday morning, everybody's gone to work, I guess. Eric says, yeah, I would love to. Not wanting to celebrate my retirement with charges or arrest. Oh, yeah, absolutely, my friend. Way more fun riding our motorcycles than dealing with that kind of stuff, right? How about anybody new just dropping into the live, just hanging out for some Motorcycle Monday? Random Rants used to be tin and gold in the late 1800s, early 1900s. Lots of cool ruins in the bush everywhere around here. Oh, wow. Interesting stuff. They're Random Rant. Ronster. Ronster 9924. Good morning, my friend. How you doing today? We're just hanging out for some Motorcycle Monday, Ron. It's horrible, frustrating being a motorcycle man and can't ride. Uh, Hanging out here, doing great, chilling. All right, Ron. Cool. Yeah, me too. Hanging out. Well, I'm getting closer to June 1st today, so getting closer to surgery date. Looking forward to getting that done and over with. And Eric says suspect gone elsewhere. Made mistake of hiring addict for help around the yard. Oh man, sorry to hear that, Eric. And then that kind of nonsense goes on, right? Stupid. Yeah, stupid people do that kind of stuff. Good morning. Anybody else new dropping into the live here? We're just hanging out for some Motorcycle Monday. Like Ronster said, doing great, just chilling. Mike D. Cactus. What was the most difficult roadside repair you completed? Uh, just keeping the old girls running. They've never, most of the time, it's always been ignition. Uh, I mean, whatever. I guess I've broke primary belts before, and whatever. It's not real difficult to do. And then whatever. Lots of tinkering time with the points, having to put new points in, and um, there's been times on the road where, well, whatever. There's been more than once happened that I've needed a tow truck. What year was it? I think it was 2019. 2019, I think it was. I was on my way from. I was down in by the Four Corners in Colorado with my '53 Pan, and I got north of Idaho Falls, and I blew a head gasket. Well, I didn't have a head gasket, so I had to get a tow truck that time. And then over the years, I've blown engines that I had to get had to get towed. But probably the worst is that I've done on the side of the road is just replacing the primary belt, which whatever, you just got to do it. It's not that big of a deal. It's actually pretty simple to do with the open belt primaries. All you do is pull the clutch out, pull the clutch basket off, and then put a new belt on, and then put it back together. So that's probably the worst. And then and then uh, had to pull the bottom of the carburetor off, stopped and gassed up, and got a bunch of goobers in the gas. And well, of course, that was before I put a filter on too. And so since then, put a filter on them. But yeah, probably the worst is the just changing the primary belt. And like I said, it's not that big of a deal to do. And then flat tires, whatever. Nothing, nothing too catastrophic, I guess, Mike. Ronster, just looking through old pictures, remembering Mum on her birthday. She's been gone 10 years. Oh, sorry to hear that, my friend. Ron. Yeah, mine went, I guess this fall will be 4 years ago. R.I.P. her soul. Random Rant says, Mike today, I've been lucky, always limped home. Or it's that dead you can't roadside fix. That was only 3 times. Eric says, anyways, planned ride destination is State Park on the river with scenic walking trails. Want us both to be more active. Too much laying around. Oh, yeah. Get out in some nature and walk around. Eric, Ron saw some of your videos. Patched flats on the side of the road. Yeah. Fixed broken chains. Thank you, sir. Prayers, brother. Thank you kindly, Ron. Yeah. He, yeah, it's a little more challenging with tube tires. They, for the most part, over the years, that's the one good thing about mag wheels. There's a pretty good percentage of the time that a guy can get away with just a plug kit. Stuff a plug in there and blow her up and away you go. But it's a little more challenge with the tube tire, no doubt. Yeah, that's about it. About it. The worst of it is one time on my twin cam, the the stupid sensor for the crank position sensor went, but then one of them kind of a typical electrical component failure. Once you shut the bike off and it cools off, then it'll start again. So managed to get to a bike shop to where I got a new one. So yeah, nothing too major catastrophic other, well, it blew the shovel head engine. Well, that one you're not going to fix on the side of the road. And then on my twin cam, I was riding down the highway, had to get a tow truck. Darn gear in the oil pump broke, and well, when you're doing 70 mile an hour down the highway and the gear gear in the oil pump breaks and you got no oil flow, she's not going to run very long. So and that one was in the rain, of course. So I stood on the side of the road in the rain for, oh geez, I think I was over 4 hours waiting that time for a tow truck. But that was a major catastrophic engine failure, that one too. Kind of just like the I don't know if you saw that video on my channel where I got caught in a snowstorm with the old shovel. That was a rather catastrophic engine failure too. But when you got those catastrophic like that, you're stuck. Eric says, I would bet you get into many roadside conversations with interest of your amazing bike. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I certainly do, Eric. That's that's how I started on social media, was because of that old bike. Before that, I was never on social media. But since I built that old bike and got her on the road, it kind of it does its own thing. But yeah, before 2022, that was when I started on social media. Other than that, I was never on it. But so yeah, but it kind of starts the conversation itself, and I love the way it turned out, built from a basket case. And then, well, that's the same thing with this one. Started from a basket case, and that's where this all come from. Adjustable sissy bar. I don't know. Did I have the saddle bag off the other day? I dropped the saddlebag on the off the bike here for anybody that hadn't seen that, or I get some quite the curious inquiries about how I made this adjustable sissy bar. So I pulled the saddlebag off. So this piece of it, I made this piece by hand in the fire. And I bent that by hand in the wood coals. And then I mounted it down here with two bolts onto the axle plate. And that gives me so that's rigid mounted to the frame and gives me a spot for this bolt here. That gives me a mounting point for the bottom of the lever as well as a pivot point. Anybody, if you haven't seen that, the old adjustable lever makes it so I can adjust my backrest. So works pretty awesome being able to adjust your seating position throughout the day while you're running them long cross country miles. Some of my own crazy creative ideas, Eric. Ron says, I had an oil injection system break too. Push it home. Had to rebuild it. Oh man, that catastrophic engine failure with no oil, aren't they? Ron says, just recently saw some nice rebuilds on Wheels Through Time. Oh yeah, there's some quite the collection in that museum. I'd like to have a couple of them, but Ron says, cool fab work there, brother. Right on. Yeah, thanks, Ron. Comes from lots of miles of riding my riding my old shovel head and old panhead with the rigid mounted sissy bar. Well, I pack all my bikes with my gear on here, my sleeping bag, and then my clothes bag, and it all becomes my backrest. And so with all the traveling on both my shovel head and panhead, always thinking to myself, how can I make that a little bit more comfortable? Because it's whatever, every day you pack up, seems like seems like it's a little bit out of place or the wrong size or whatever. And well, how can I make this more comfortable? And so levers off an old McCormick Deering binder from gosh only knows back in the 1800s or whenever they were designed and built. That there's a perfect simple old mechanical squeeze the handle and I can adjust my sissy bar, right? So yeah, it's pretty awesome function. And then on the other side, so it's a right hand and left hand lever on the other side's the same thing. So it takes 5 seconds to adjust the position of the backrest. Pretty awesome. Crab Castle Forge. Welcome in, my friend. He says, cheers, good day, channel. Good day, Crab Castle Forge. How you doing to my friend today, my friend? We're just hanging out for some motorcycle Monday, motorcycle coffee, scrolling, garage talk, motorcycles. How about yourself? What Crab Castle Forge? Where are you from? I'm on the injured list and can't ride my motorcycle. That's why I'm hanging out doing some live streams. And well, I got a big world map here, so anybody new, drop it into the live here, drop in the comments so I can stick a pin in the map of wherever you're from and what kind of motorcycle you ride. Crab Castle Forge. I'm working. I make knives. Oh, cool. Crab Castle, North Carolina. All right. North Carolina on the coast. No bike. Oh, wow. Like-minded, awesome people are all welcome in here. Crab Castle Forge, our knife maker friend from North Carolina. All right. Right on the coast. My map's not real well detailed here, but we'll stick a pin in the map for you there, Crab Castle Forge. Doesn't have to be motorcycle people. Awesome, like-minded people hanging out in the garage. Well, I talk mostly motorcycles, but all my whole channel is I'm a motorcycle nut myself, so that's generally a conversation. But any any shop talk is all welcome. There we go. He says that's close. LOL. Right on. Up along the beautiful East Coast. It's I can't remember, 2013, 14, somewhere was the last time I rode the coast, the East Coast. Amazing, beautiful riding. Crab Castle, shop is shop. Absolutely, my friend. And you know what, because I have lots of young fellows that stop in here. Like there's one young fella, he just finished his grade 7 school year. So everything I everything I do on here, I want to keep it friendly all the time for everybody, whether it's grandma watching or all the young kids that are interested getting into motorcycle life. We support everybody. So absolutely, my friend, shop is shop. Bat shy. What's all the dots for on maps? Um, Drop me a comment where you're from because I'm on the injured list after getting rear-ended on my old motorcycle. I I I'm injured with a shoulder injury and waiting for surgery coming up in 2 weeks. So I got a big world map here. So Batshai, drop me a comment where you're from and I'll stick a pin in the map for you. I thought that'd be fun, something to do while I'm hanging out doing these lives. Wherever you're from, drop me a comment and I'll stick a pin in the map for you. Whatever country you're from. There, Batshai. Crab Castle. That's awesome, my friend. Is that? You strictly do knife foraging? And yeah, tell us tell us some more. Do you make Damascus stuff too? I got I got a couple of different friends that are knife makers as well. And yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. The one guy the one guy makes his own Damascus. He built himself a press. Oh, I can't remember what it is. Like 350 ton or something. Something crazy, huge. He built a press specifically for making his own Damascus. And yeah, he pretty cool, talented stuff. I mean, I'm not a forage guy. I do some of my own fabrication stuff, but Batchai, Santa Fe, New Mexico. All right. Beautiful Santa Fe, New Mexico. Batchai. Unfortunately, um, we don't, it's not a real well detailed map here, Batchai, but New Mexico. Oh, where are we? There's Albuquerque. Santa Fe. Santa Fe's got to be pretty close right there. It's not identified on the map, but there you go, Batchai. Unfortunately, Batchai, just north of you, I was up at mile marker 379, I think it is, just south of Wagon Mound, New Mexico. Stupid distracted driver. That's where I got rear-ended on the old bike on I-25. Yeah, we got you there. You're right on the interstate there, Batchai. Aren't you? You're kind of just on the east-west piece there somewhere. That's yeah, just north of you there. I was on the highway July 24. I was heading to the run to Raton, just south of Wagon Mound, New Mexico. That's where I got rear-ended by some stupid distracted driver. There's uh there's a video on my channel of the accident scene. There's that stretch of highway on I-25 that's straight as an arrow for whatever it is, 3 or 5 miles. Right there, that's where I got rear-ended. How about yourself there, Batchai? You ride a motorcycle too? Ronster, I built some power lines in Angel Fire years ago. Nice area. Oh yeah, beautiful. Beautiful countryside. Ron, random rants. You should have taken a left turn at Albuquerque. What's up, Doc? Yeah. Good old Bugs Bunny. Made the wrong turn at Albuquerque. Batchai, we wear modular FF helmets. Worthwhile. Not familiar with that one, Batchai. Are are they good, comfortable fitting helmet? Like I said, I'm not familiar with them, so. Oh, Batchai says full face. Right on. Yeah, they're definitely a must-have when you hit them hailstones. I've experienced that a couple times. Yeah, exactly, Eric. He says wabbit. Random rants. Uh, he hasn't been back for a couple days. I don't know. Maybe I, maybe he got caught up in the parental controls after the other day there. I haven't I haven't seen him back anyways, so whether he uh whether he slept in or where he went, but he got rather rude there, so like I said, I went in after that live there. I don't like that stuff that he's on and on. It's a motorcycle channel. It's happy, positive people. Just like our friend in here this morning that he's not a motorcycle man, but he's here for shop talk, Crab Castle Forge. He's a knife maker. Welcome in here. And it, is he still here? Crab Castle, are you still listening in here? Are you do you do Damascus stuff too, or share some of your skills and talents? Betcha, mostly Yamaha Enduro, one Moto Guzzi though. Oh, awesome, my friend. Do some of that backcountry hill climbing, rocks, mountain trail riding. That's awesome, my friend. I've never done that style of riding, but it's all part of two wheels and freedom in the wind, right? Awesome, awesome. And the Moto Guzzi, the hold a Moto Guzzi have you got? That's awesome. A Wesley, random rants, a Wesley one at that. Absolutely. Uh, Chris OG, howdy cactus. Just gonna chill here a bit. Absolutely, my friend. Me too. This is we're hanging out for some motorcycle motorcycle Monday coffee. Share your motorcycle stories. How about how about you? What else is going on? Just hanging out, chilling. Me too. I'm anxiously waiting for this surgery coming up soon. I'm anxious to get that over with. Not really looking forward to the arm sling for 7 months or 9 months, but I got no choice, so I'm hanging. Eric says modular means they break away and fold up, able to expose the face. Love them myself. Oh yeah, yeah. Now I know what you mean by modular. That the whole chin piece. You can open the visor on it, or the whole chin piece clicks open and folds up. Right? Yeah, I got you. I'm not familiar with that. I don't wear that style of helmet, so whenever somebody says modular, I'm not sure what you mean. But yeah, thanks for clarifying that, Eric. Now I know what you're talking about. Ron says, when I rode, I had a Bellstar 120 full face. Right on. Was that a good helmet, Ron? Or you liked wearing it? Random Rant says ETC is probably somewhere lecturing a duck about not walking like a person. Oh boy. Random Rants, don't get them riled up now. Or the duck the duck friendly people are gonna catch it all here today. Betcha if a quality helmet breaks up, you already entered the twilight zone. Oh yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Betcha I mainly ride off road. Too many idiots on the road. I cactus. Yeah, yeah, random rants. You are right, my friend. I ride some gravel roads, but I'm not I'm not I'm not the backcountry motorcycle man. Ron, it was the best at the time. Flip up visor. Right on. Cool. Yeah, I've never worn a full face helmet. I used to always wear a half helmet or the half shell or whatever you want to call it, half a coconut. And then I found a 3/4 helmet, and I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was kind of cool, and so I bought that when I got the 3/4 helmet. And well, this the hot sunshine and some motorcycle miles just kind of give it some of its own kind of character look. So, but yeah, that's what I've been wearing wearing the last couple of years, and kind of fun. I thought it was kind of cool. Decals on it, and the the hot sunshine's kind of having its way with it, giving it its own character look, I guess you could call it. Batchai sold tremendous FJ 1300. Tired of heavy bikes, perfectly reliable though. Yeah, they yeah, the big heavy bikes. That's, oh my gosh, you mentioned that Batchai. A friend of mine from up in Eastern Ontario, he's riding oh, I forget what year it is. 20 whatever. It's one of the newer model Road Glide Harleys. One with the liquid cooled heads and radiators and that stuff on it. And he said, "Oh my God," he said, "that thing is heavy, huge." Well, it's yeah, a CVO Road Glide. I forget what year it is, but yeah, he was saying it's on the highway. He said it's awesome, but for around town, he said it's gross, just too big, too heavy. Ronster, I had a 3/4 one too. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty comfortable helmet. It's kind of a goofy looking thing. It makes me look like if it was green, I could be Gazoo. But whatever, it is what it is. Random, yeah. Sorry, didn't leave a comment, but took a quiet peek at your pair of awesome KTM's late last night. Yeah, I was on there too. Eric left a comment on a couple of his. It was whatever. It was just before I went to bed, and I seen the random rants is the scuffs on his cane bike, the gray one, where he had a little mishap there. Got some some character markings, I guess. Right, random rants. We can call those. She's got character now. Old Mister Kane has some character. Batshai says Easy Rider helmets. Yeah, yeah, whatever. Fun stuff. Fun stuff, Batshai. I'm quite surprised how the sun is having its way with it. Changed it to change the color and starting to peel and yeah, fun stuff. So yeah, Batshai, did you catch that? That's where I got rear-ended was on I-25, just north of you there, I think it was, if I remember right, whatever, it's on the police report. I think it was mile marker 379 on I-25. That's where I got rear-ended by some stupid distracted driver. Eric, he says, headed for some chow. All right. Steak and eggs this morning there, buddy, or what's on the menu for breakfast this morning? What about Batshai? Random rants. Are you going for some motorcycle miles today? Or random rants, he's probably heading to bed over there in Australia. It's 9:12 a.m. Arizona time. What time is it in Australia? Right now, they're random rants. Batshai, yeah, road stuff getting worse. Oh yeah, these these stupid phones, and people figure that they should be driving the telephone instead of the eyes above the steering wheel is not cool. Hanging out for some handlebar time. What else we got? Got anybody else new in here hanging out? Drop us a comment so we can pin the map where you're from, if you are. Random rants. I'm not that big on keeping road patina. I gotta fix it. Oh, you mean to, you mean to say, random rants, you don't want Kane to have his own identity and character so that he sits in the parking lot, stands out by himself, one of a kind. Those road scuffs, they all come with one of a kind. They're random rants. One of a kind in the story and the survival of how I got out of that mess. I I don't have, well, after I got rear-ended, my whole frame is unbelievable how bad it was bent up. This front wheel. So whatever, I don't know if you guys seen the video, but the white Dodge that rear-ended me, they it was parked on top of the back wheel, and it plowed the bike down the highway until the truck went off the highway. And so this front wheel, it was bent like an egg, as well as bent sideways from getting plowed down the highway standing upright. Both rockers on the Springer were bent in a curve, and all four legs on the Springer, they were twisted back and into the side, and then everything was bent on the frame. So unfortunately, I couldn't keep any of those road scuffs. Had to straighten all of those out, and then the only uh, the only scratches that I was able to keep was got a couple of little scuffs there on the side of the bag. Never even got a scratch on the tank, or a dent or nothing, or the shifter gate. Never scratched nothing. Got one little scuff there on the chrome and on the air cleaner cover. Got one little scuff there, and then well, it tore up my saddlebag, but it didn't even get any character marks on it. I had to get that replaced. It tore that back strap off. So I had to replace that. But other than that, yeah, no scuffs at all. So the way the frame was mangled up, there was no there was no putting it back together or no keeping any of that. So hang on, where are we at here? Oh, here we are. Oh, back to Eric. Thinking eggs and roast beef and provolone patty melt protein shake. Heck yeah. Sounds good, my friend. I'll be I'll be right over. Roast beef and eggs for breakfast. You gotta like that. Carnivorous animals that we are. I love it. Ron says my 3/4 was silver medal flake with chin guard for racing my dirt bike. My girlfriend said it looked like a football helmet. LOL. There you go. That's the football helmet, like the oh, what the heck was his name on Easy Rider there? He wore the football helmet on the back of the Captain America chopper there. Random Rants, 2:15 a.m. Stop being so fucking interesting. Oh, Random Rants. We're I got nothing else for you, buddy. That's all I got. Motorcycle conversation and hanging out in the garage, sticking pins in the map of where you're from so that because I can't ride my motorcycle. So that's all I got, my friend. Random Rants. Oh, he has character. Up the wazoo, bro. Yeah, yeah. Does he ever? And I think, like I said, if he has been back in here, I think he got trapped in the parental controls the way he was carrying on the other day. So everybody that uh, everybody that's in here is much appreciated for keeping it friendly, motorcycle, positive, happy attitude. Here's our young fella, Carson Beatley. Jesus, you're king. Absolutely, my friend. I welcome in for some Motorcycle Monday, Carson. How you doing today, my friend? My VFR is customized rat bike. All right. You got that posted on your channel too there, Random Rants? Mike to D, it was Jack Nicholson character who wore the football helmet on Easy Rider. Oh, there you go. Yeah, thanks, Mike to D. I'm not I'm not much of a movie star guy and remember both music and movie stars. Sure, I recognize them, but who their name is, pin a face to the name for the most part. No, uh, whatever. I watch them, but I whatever don't. My mind's usually on motorcycles, so I don't keep too much track of who's who. But are you? Ron saw some. Ron says saw some new bobbers the other day. An Indian and a new Triumph. Very sweet. Right on. What were they new style built bobbers, Ron? And Mike to D, are you getting all primed up to go and partake in the Born Free show here coming up in a couple weeks? Ron says, "Yes, sir, I want one." All right. What are they new showroom built kind of stuff, or were they custom built by somebody? Ron. Random Rants says, nah, I feel like a complete moron because I can't get it running after sitting for too long. So it's my shrine of shame that remains unseen. Oh, uh, wh- why did it sit too long? Random Rants. There's what, just carburetor gummed up or what? Pull the carburetor apart and pour some of this. I found a thing that, or a jar of stuff. I found a jar of stuff that seems to, I don't know if you guys, whatever, there's a million different brands of all kinds of additives and treatments and whatnot that, I don't know if anybody's ever seen this or tried this. Berryman B12 Chem Tool Fuel Injector Cleaner. Cleans entire fuel system, gas tank, intake valves. It seems to be fairly, and carburetor. Seems to be fairly potent, powerful stuff for cleaning up gummy goo carb issues. My old Softail here had unfortunately sat too long, and which here it is again. It sat too long, and so it got all gummy gooeyed up, and I run some of that stuff through it, and it didn't seem to take very much of it in the fuel tank, and it seemed to clean it up. That's got a Mikuni carb on it. And so I don't know, whatever. It's an option if you ever seen that kind of stuff or not. They're Random Rants, if you can get that in Australia. Mike to D, oh for sure. Hopefully get out in lawn. It's only about 20 miles from where I live, and then in August out to South Dakota for Sturgis. Awesome, my friend. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I'm not going to make it this year, but when you get there, say hello to all my friends and stop by the booth there and say hi to Cosmic Joe and Sandra. He he's a pretty creative metal man, that Cosmic Joe. Built some really cool sculpture stuff. Random Rant says life. Yeah, I hear you, my friend. I'm going through it myself. Ron says showroom. I think I didn't have a chance to ask. Oh yeah, right on. Chem Tool Works. Is that a brand name, Ron? Chem Tool? Carson Beatley, you got some nice bikes, he says. Oh, thank you kindly, Carson. I love it. I love my old collection that I have. I've always got my eye open. I would like to find two more, but unfortunately, they're a little out of my price range. One of them, there would be I'd love to find a big inch flathead, so an 80 cubic inch flathead, and then also I'd like to find a knucklehead, but they're uh, they're a little bit beyond my pocket change capabilities. So in the meantime, I'll keep sticking with what I've got. But yeah, thanks, Carson. The tank got rust holes too, where the seat contacts the tank. I should sell it, but they are a legend bike. Oh man, got the moisture in there and couldn't dry out Random Rants. That's what's it like? What's it like? Can you find an aftermarket tank that you can put on it, or find somebody that's a good welder and weld some patches in it for you? Mike T, Cosmic Joe, and Sandra, where's their shop located? I definitely stop by and say hi for you. So, Cosmic Joe, he sets up a booth. I don't know what direction it would be. It would be backstage on the backstage side. If you walk down the trail, like where they set up the main stage there at Born Free, and then out front is where they have the where they showcase all of the builders bikes. If you go the other way, just walk to the other way back behind the stage down the trail on the left side of that little paved trail through there. That's where you in the past 2 years or the years that I've been there, that's where he always sets up, has a booth there that showcases all of his motorcycle sculpture builds. So yeah, he's a pretty awesome, cool, creative old cat. Awesome guy. Dan Sandra too. Oh my god, the hospitality that those two share with me, the years that I've been down there, outstanding. Random Rants. When I split with my wife, I had to move house 5 times in 12 months. Oh, well, I had an abyss in my foot. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that. Random Rants, my friend. um, Let me think. Who do I know that's a qualified fabricator? uh, I'll tell you one thing, Random Rants. Look in the mirror. You're the man. You're the man, my friend. Cut a patch and cut and fabricate a patch and weld her in there, buddy. Mike Today, I'll find Joe and Sandra and say hi for you. All right. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, they're pretty awesome. Pretty awesome couple. And Joe's creative imagination and his metal motorcycle sculptures they're pretty cool. He does a good job. He uh he texted me a picture of a big one that he built this year. Well, he had a big one that he hauled it to the show, to the Born Free show. I can't I forget how many years. And last year he sold it. And he sold it and it went to a museum somewhere. And then well, he texted me a picture here a little while ago. He built another one of a very similar concept. So the first one that he built that went to the museum, it was I don't know, 3 feet long. It was built on a pedestal, about 3 feet long or so. Whatever, when you meet him there, ask him about the sculpture. Anyways, he sold that one to somebody and it went to a museum. And so he texted me a picture here, whatever, a couple weeks ago, of he built another one. So it's a very similar sculpture, like similar type of chopper with the riding position, that kind of thing. But it's standing vertical upright and it's 8 feet tall. It's huge. And oh yeah. I hope he has it at the show. I didn't ask him if he was hauling it to the show, but I don't, the thing's got to be heavy. So I, I'm sure he's going to need a forklift to load it and move it. It's huge. or a power tailgate to roll it onto, or yeah, he's pretty creative, talented man. Random rants. I can't see past my bucket head. I don't have access to a workshop at the moment. Oh, random rants. Well, I guess that creates understandable why why she's sitting as your shrine, my friend. Mike today. Speaking of sculptures, I saw some mini motorcycle sculptures in one of your videos. So there you go. If you've seen those, Cosmic Joe built the one. They he built the one and gave it to me the year that I rode the old flat. So 24, he built that one for me and gave it to me, presented it to me there at Born Free. And so that's yeah, that's Cosmic Joe's creative imagination. He built that one for me. And then if you've seen the second one, that it's built out of a connecting rod out of an engine. That's some other motorcycle friends of mine. Uh, Mike, he's an awesome old. He's mainly into old Indians, restoring old Indians. His wife Jerry, she also does some sculpture, metal work of creative, all kinds of creative stuff she makes of just tinkering around in the garage. And she made me one that, oh my God, it's it's so fun. And she made that for my chopper in 23 when I was on my way back to Canada and blew the engine. It was in Mike and Jerry's garage where I pulled the engine out of the old panhead. And so there I am, a motorcycle less to get home. My motorcycle's tore apart in Sturgis at their place. And so she, in one afternoon, quickly whipped up that little chopper for me out of that connecting rod and a couple of gears for wheels. And oh, yeah, yeah, she did an awesome job. And so just, yeah, I've posted them in a few different videos of fun stuff of the creative imagination of people. That's awesome. So yeah, no, I didn't build those. Uh, Jerry, she made the one, and then Cosmic Joe, he made the other one. Random rants. My dad taught me how to make a chopper from ginger beer bottle pull tops. Oh wow, that's cool. Random rants. Built a chopper from ginger beer bottle pull tops. I'm sure that's cool. You got some of them posted on your channel there, Random Rants? Patrick Rowe says, rev it up. Motorcycle Monday, hanging out for some motorcycle coffee. How you doing today, Patrick? Welcome in for some Motorcycle Monday. Going to make some motorcycle miles today, Patrick? I hope. Random Rants, he says, I love making sculptures and stuff out of random mechanical parts. Oh, yeah. Creative imagination. Random Rants. Is that's your background being a metal fabricator? So what, in a big fabrication shop doing doing what? Big structural fabrication kind of stuff? Mike Today says, don't take this the wrong way, but them sculptures look almost identical to your bike. Uh, absolutely. And that's why they both built them the way they did, because they both know who I am. They know me very well. So they, they know the style that I build and ride, and Most people shake their head at me, think I'm crazy for riding any of these, riding what I do and traveling the miles that I do. And I do it because I love it. It's to ride a 1943 45-inch flathead from Saskatchewan to California puts a smile on my face every day. And well, doing doing some of this creative tinkering time to make something that one of a kind. Same thing, Mike, today. That's how I come up with this. That's where I come up with this adjustable sissy bar. And I mean, as far as putting it into my motorcycles, on my 53 panhead, building them straight up handlebars with that half-inch square bar. And I did that. I built that and rode it across country many times, but I was never on social media. I never, uh, I never used to take videos and doing my own thing. And well, that's where I come up with this of riding that and my old shovelhead with a fixed sissy bar, and always thinking, how do I make this thing more comfortable? Because every day you pack your gear on there for your backrest, and they're specifically designed for my sissy bar and the position so that they become my backrest. And then every day when you pack up, something don't feel quite right, and so that's where this stemmed from. How do I make my sissy bar more comfortable? And I was like, yeah, yeah. Simple old mechanical levers. Here we go. 5 second, 5 seconds adjustment and done. So that's where it comes from, everybody. And don't be shy about do something different, right? I'm not a motorcycle builder. I'll never build a motorcycle to be in a build off competition or any of that stuff. Or I build it for me and for me to ride. I've got my 2000 Softail. I don't know if you've seen on my channel. There's a green and black fat boy on there. That bike's been from Homer, Alaska to Cape Spear, Newfoundland to San Diego to Key West. It's got 290,000 miles on it. And road time of miles of wearing tires out. That's that's a lots of people say, "Oh, do a burnout, do a burnout." No, I don't do burnouts. I don't do burnouts. I can't keep back tires on as it is. So yeah, Mike today, you're absolutely right. No offense whatsoever. They're built. They know who I am, so that's why they built the sculptures the way they did, my friend. Random rants. I'll do a vid for you how to do it. I needed an excuse to buy some sarsaparilla. All right. Awesome, my friend. That a little bit of uh afternoon happy hour and build us a chopper out of pull tops. Random rants. I helped build it. Cool. Ronster. I had an adjustable slide up backrest on my old Honda CB750. That's cool. Ron, adjustable slide up backrest. That's cool, my friend. What was that a factory thing, Ron, or did you something that you dreamt up and fabricated yourself? That's a yeah. It's all about comfort. To me, it's all about comfort of your seating position. And Patrick, I don't rev my Harley as well, nor burnouts. Nothing but useless wear and tear on the motor. Absolutely, my friend. Patrick. I'd, that's the way I've always looked at it. I'd sooner be rolling miles down the road, traveling across country, wearing out the back tire, than uh, sitting in one spot and making smoking noise. I'm not my thing. Patrick, I need to crack a beer or not. Well, it's got to be happy hour somewhere, Patrick. Let me rephrase that. I'm debating on whether I need to crack a beer or not. Well, it depends where happy hour, what time happy hour starts, Patrick. But go for if you got a nice warm sunny day, go for a motorcycle ride first, and then come back and start some happy hour. Awesome, Ron. It was an add-on part of the rack on the back. Oh, that's cool. So it was a factory built, fabricated piece. That's a cool idea. I've never heard of one of those. Random Rant says, Patrick, we have a saying. It's 10 o'clock somewhere in the world. Yeah. uh, Random Rants. That's so true. And in the in the couple weeks of doing these live streams, how fun it is of we're sitting here. I'm having, well, whatever. I'm where I live, where I'm from, Saskatchewan, and pretty much straight south, well, a little bit west, where I am down in Arizona right now, and I'm having my morning coffee. The motorcycle people abroad are having their afternoon cheers, and way down yonder, our friend Random Rants. Oh, hang on. I'm getting hung up here. I got my phone plugged in here, but I'm getting hung up. Got my phone plugged in so I don't lose my battery and lose you guys. Okay, we're back. All the way to Random Rants hanging out in Cairns, northern tip of Australia, having what? Having a beer with your early morning bacon and eggs there at Random Rants. So yeah, you're right, Random Rants. It's happy hour somewhere. Whatever time your happy hour starts, it's all good. Ron says, "Yes, sir. It was a bolt-on." Wow, that's cool. And that, so how did they have it rigged up so that like just pull a pin and slide it forward for a quick adjustment deal? Or that's a cool idea too. Random Rants. I call it instant pen pals. Yeah, there you go. The Jesus, Random Rants. I haven't heard that term called for a long time. Pen pals. That's probably darn near like a thing of the past. Being pen pals. I don't. There's probably not many people that write letters anymore with the capabilities of this internet and cell phone stuff, right? Pen pals. That sounds like old school. Random Rants. Uh, the R is silent. Oh. I lost you there, Random Rants. What should the R is silent. I missed you. Where did I miss you there, my friend? Sorry, you guys. I get the comments go zipping by on me here once in a while, and I get lost. Patrick, seen a 47 WL 45 in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. Awesome, my friend. Was it all original? Or it was on a Facebook yard sale. 15,900. Wow. Was it all pretty original built too? Patrick? Krong Bro. Sorry if I mispronounce your YouTube handle there, my friend. Can I see the whole bike? Yeah, absolutely, my friend. We're just hanging out in the garage for some motorcycle Monday. There's a 1943. Whoops. A 1943 45-inch flathead that I built from a basket case of parts. I'm on the injured list, so I'm not riding my motorcycle. Currently, I'm booked in to get surgery done. The foot clutch, rocker style foot clutch with a 3-speed shifter on the tank, the shifter gate on the tank. I found it as a basket case, bare frame and boxes of parts. And I put a 6/over stock length Springer front end on it. Did a little custom fabrication, my style of handlebars on it, ape hangers. And then this side here, I can't get. I'm up against the wall here, so I can't get any further away from it than that view right there. But yeah, this is an original 1943 45-inch flathead. How about yourself? What kind of motorcycle do you ride? And actually, being I'm on the injured list, drop in the comments here where you're from so I can stick a pin in the map. I mean, on the injured list, and that's why we're hanging out in the garage doing some live streams. And so, yeah, drop me a comment. I'll stick a pin in the map where you're from. And what kind of motorcycle you ride. The guy said it's in good to fair condition. Right on. That are you thinking about going to look at it, Patrick? That'd be fun. If you got some spare pocket change, go get yourself an old WL 45-inch. Awesome. Ron, he says, "Yep, loosen 2 bolts and it telescopes out." Oh wow, that's awesome. And a simple, easy function that you can make adjustment is an awesome thing. That's that's how that's how I, why I'm so happy how this one turned out. It's such a simple, easy function to change the backrest position. Takes literally 5 seconds, if that. Random Rants just about to fry up a platypus and rainbow serpent omelet, mate. All right. So it's breakfast time. Early Must be early morning breakfast for you, random rants. Huh? What time is it there? I can't keep track of everybody. It's just about 10 o'clock Arizona time. Where there other Krongbro? Where did he go? Are you still hanging in here, my friend? Drop in the comments of what kind of motorcycle you're riding, where you're from, if you're still here. Patrick says it's original. The engine has been rebuilt. Right on. The pictures look pretty rough as far as the paint job goes. But, well, does that mean original paint? If it's an original paint, Patrick, the that generally original paint generally means they're worth lots of a pretty good chunk of change. Oh, there we go. Now I got you, random rant. Sorry, buddy, I missed you. It's cans, not Carns. You'll get there. Hey, random rants. Didn't you just tell me that I'm a rookie? I'm a rookie, Yowie. uh, I love it, my friends. Our everybody in here, our buddy from Cairns, Northern Australia. I keep messing up the name of his town there. He says he tells me that I'm a rookie, Yowie. Anybody that's new in here, random rants, you're gonna have to explain who us Yowies are. If it was a WLA, I think I would get it. I never have spare pocket change, but I can make stuff happen and go in debt. Oh, I hear you, my friend. I've been I've been out of employment due to a shoulder injury here for just about 2 years, so my pocket change is beyond skinny and empty as well. Patrick, going on 1 p.m. in Pennsylvania. Random rants, 250. Will you just shut up so I can go to sleep? uh, when when your forehead plunks down on the keyboard, we'll know you went to sleep there, random rants. Yeah. And you're 2:50 a.m. in Cairns, Australia. He's always a day ahead of us, everybody. Actually, it doesn't even look like it's painted. It looks like it's been sanded down, and that's about it. Right on. Well, uh, as far as I know, they're the same engine, right? The WLA, WLC, and the WL. Patrick, same engine, transmission, and everything. That, yeah, they're a fun little motorcycle. I know that. But Random Rant says, "Don't worry, you've got the best Yowie mentor we have." All right. Patrick Rowe and a nice coat of rust. All right. I love that. That's like my 53. My 53's got no paint on it, and it just a nice coat of Mother Nature's rust. This one here, unfortunately, it hasn't got there yet. Well, we're gonna have two stages on this one because the tank has kind of just nicely got underway from the first road trip. So it's got a head start on the back fender. So the back fender, it's got no exposure. It's brand new after getting rear-ended. So it's got a year in advance of what the rear fender does. So it'll be interesting, fun to see how they progress together. But they both have some doing to catch up to the rust on this one. uh, Somebody sitting at their computer. I never have done that. I don't know when the patent date was on this. That's the symbol. That's the symbol of the old McCormick Deering uh, binder. So I don't know how many years that's been out in the rust. The 1800s, maybe. I find it so interesting how this old spring, how deeply pitted up it is from sitting outside for 100+ years, and yet the spring tension it still has. Pretty awesome. So, yeah, I love the rust story. Patrick, Ron, it's lunchtime here in Texas. I'm headed out for some grub and do some yard work. Thanks, everyone. Cheers. All right, Ron. I love it, my friend. Thanks for dropping in, and whatever you're having for lunch, enjoy it and yum, yum, get you some. And yeah, love you dropping in. Everybody, that goes, hats off to everybody for hanging out for some Motorcycle Monday in the garage. I wish I could see you guys all, that you could all be on here with me. But yeah, I love it. You guys all help me keep my motorcycle smile on my face while I can't be out riding. Patrick, maybe that's the look he was going for. I don't know. Yeah, that's yeah, who knows? If it's close, if it's close in your area, Patrick, before you open your afternoon cheers, go for a scoot over there and go have a look at it. Ron, oh, thank you kindly, my friend. Prayers for a positive outcome on the surgery. God bless and be with us all, my friend. Ron, thank you kindly. And yeah, that shares out to everyone of the thank you kindly for all the prayers and of the upcoming surgery. Chris O, amen. Absolutely. Chris O, thanks, my friend. Random Rants, Patrick. The bike is 100 years old. Stop flapping your gums about condition. Just buy it. It will outlast religion, bro. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I always say. If you if it puts a smile on your face, if it puts a smile on your face, take it home with you. uh, that's why that's how I ended up with this one. Put a smile on my face and it's got to come home with me. 2-4. You're still on. I'm back from my ride. Wind chill is still a thing in Nova Scotia. Burr. Oh yeah. Right on the right on the coast. Everybody in here, friend 2-4, he's up there by Halifax, Nova Scotia. Went out for a little wind in the whiskers scoot this morning. Understandable. 15 degrees on the coast. Little chill blowing in off of the ocean refreshments. That's where leather weather 2 4 and those kind of temperatures is where I say that's where it's awesome having that electric plug-in jacket inside of your leather jacket. I've worn one for years. They're awesome. Awesome, awesome. I recommend everybody get yourself an electric plug-in jacket. I rode for years without one, and it's burr. It's uncomfortable. So you stop and you take your jacket off and you put a hoodie on, and then you put another hoodie on, and then you put your jacket on. Well, pretty soon you're like the Michelin man. You can't barely get on the bike, let alone reach the handlebars. Get rid of the hoodies and buy an elect for a couple of $100. The one I wear, it's a Gerbing. I should dig it out. It's Get a Gerbing. They're lightweight. Put them on. The plug-ins right there. Plug the jacket in. Do the kidney belt up. Stops the air movement in underneath. It takes that burr chill out of it. And it's just like, oh yeah, let's go for a ride. So I recommend everybody get yourself an electric plug-in jacket for $200 or $250 or whatever they are. I've had mine for years. I don't, maybe the cost has gone up on them a little bit now, but buy an electric jacket. I thought I was a tough guy for many years of motorcycle miles, but then when I bought one of them, it's like I think I was stupider than I was a tough guy for trying to be a tough guy and packing hoodies on. So get yourself an electric jacket or 2 4 if you don't have one already. They are awesome. Patrick Rowe, no, the WLA has a 5-to-1 ratio, so it has a lower compression and can burn dirtier gas. Also, is built sturdier, according to what I've read. So, uh, military, military extreme duty, basically, Patrick. Right? That's there was an older chap in the other day. He was saying that about that's why they specifically put that old the M88 Linkert carburetor on him. This I can't remember his name, but this old chap was on. He said they specifically put that old Linkert carburetor on him because they could digest dirty, contaminated fuel and kick it and they run. So built for the extreme duty of the time of what it was designed for, right? Gabriella Gentili. Oh my, he says, welcome in, my friend, for some Motorcycle Monday. We're just hanging around the garage here, telling motorcycle tales and story there. Gabrielle, sorry if I mispronounce your name there, my friend. Drop in the comments where you're from, and we're just hanging around some shop talk, sharing motorcycle tales and stories of. Drop in the comments where you're from, and so I can stick a pin in the map for you. Yeah, drop a comment where you're from and what kind of motorcycle you ride. And welcome in for some Motorcycle Monday. Patrick, that's why I say I would rather have a WLA plus the nostalgia World War II deal. Oh, yeah, totally makes sense, Patrick. Totally makes sense, my friend. They they are around, but well, it's like all of the old stuff. The the younger generations are getting into getting more and more into the custom built chopper, whatever, and so all of the old stuff is moving, and the market prices coming up on them. Random rants. There's stuff you can spray on to promote patina. Ah, I call her Mother Nature. They're random rants. And letting it all happen naturally. And this one here would be fun because the frame, the frame is ahead of the tank, and because of the wreck and the new back fender, I'm gonna have 3 stages of patina coming on all at one time. Patrick says maybe it said higher ratio. I don't know. I don't know everything what the hell I'm talking about, but I just know what I read. Yeah, exactly. No, you're right. Uh, that other chap that was in the other day, he was quite knowledgeable about the old flathead, and he said he said exactly that about the old carb on him. And oh, I can't remember his comment, but he said something about the compression ratio is was different on them between the WLA and basically the civilian model and the military model. I just know it says it can burn dirty gas. Yes, sir, my friend. Ron, thank you, sir. Be safe, everyone. All right, Ron, thanks for dropping in and sharing your motorcycle Monday with us, my friend. Have an awesome day and enjoy your lunch and the rest of your day. Ron, always great to see you. Random rants. Kane has an electrical plug I can pull out, and he runs on crap fuel. He's made to roam the planet. Now, is that? Can you put off-road tires on that style of bike? Is that along the? Is that getting into their enduro model motorcycle too? Random rants. That is, I I saw I saw I saw a couple videos of your cane motorcycle there, but I'm not familiar with the model. But or is that mainly just road bike? That one. And so is that particular KM? Is that all fuel injected too? Patrick Rowe, it's too late. My alcoholism would not let me grab that beer. Oh, uh, as long as we're sociable, I'm all about it too, my friend Patrick. Nothing wrong with a little happy hour cheers, in my opinion. Random rants. I wish I could roam the planet. Oh my gosh, you and me both. My lifetime dreams of fly my motorcycle around the world, and I think most of us motorcycle people share the same kind of dream of being able to roam the planet on 2 wheels and freedom in the wind. Patrick, my Harley's name is Black Betty, all black like my coffee. All right. Cheers to that. Cheers to that. Some morning black Java. Good, strong Americano. Yum, yum. Well, I like the espresso too, but they're uh, they're a little they're a little smaller shot, so I make more of the Americano for filling the big size mug. 2 4. I'm chilled and warming up with a cold beer. Wait, wow. Yeah, 2 4. Look into that. My that electric jacket, plug-in jacket I got, it's made by Gerbings. And yeah, just Google that up. G-E-B, no, Gerbings. That's the model or the make brand of electric jacket I have. Whatever, couple $100. Well worth, well worth the money for them chilly, cloudy, overcast, damp, wet, snowing motorcycle rides. Patrick Rowe put on a smaller tank, custom fender, back fender. All right. Little little customization. Make it your own, Patrick. It's the fun stuff of our motorcycles. It's what I love about motorcycle people and some of the tinkering time of we spend building them our own, do our own thing and create your own whatever puts a smile on your face. Patrick, and around the oil tank kind of has that panhead look, except for the evil engine, of course. Right on. Awesome. A round oil tank, that is. Right on. Give her a little customized Evo engine. Oh, there you go. Yeah, the Evo engine. They're an awesome run on engine, Patrick. You know that yourself. Gabriella, Italian. I don't know if Gabriella, is she still hanging in here? I don't know if she hung around. She dropped one comment there, and then she's still hanging. I asked. I was wondering that too. What part of the world she was from, so that drop us a comment so we can stick a pin in the map where you're from for dropping in for some motorcycle Monday. I put so many different supposedly better parts on that engine to make it run better, but it seems like it runs worse than when it was original. Yeah, the challenges of so many different aftermarket stuff is. I'm not sure about that stuff either. That's why Patrick. Well, my shovel head when I blew my shovel head up in the snowstorm because there's so much of it's wore out. Uh, Hillbilly, my friend that's rebuilding the engine, he said, "Why don't we just because my shovel heads are to a point. The valve seats, guides, everything need to be replaced." He said, "I can get you a set of brand new S&S style shovel heads, jugs, pistons." He said, "Why don't we just put them on there?" Yeah, sure, go ahead. So that's putting S&S top end on my shovel head. But the bottom end, oh, he actually, I think he's putting some Evo lifters and stuff in my shovel head. He said they're more efficient and work better. So whatever, some of that, it's getting some upgraded stuff in it. But I trust his word. He's been building old Harley engines for 50 years, so I'm taking his advice and judgment, and that's the way I built the old shovel. Don't get me wrong, it runs okay, but it just don't seem like it did when I had all the original parts on it. Yeah, changing stuff. Live and learn, the old mechanic saying. If it's not screwed up, don't mess with it. Yeah, exactly. Wow. Good morning, Claddy Patty, my friend. Our our friend from Glasgow, Scotland, Claddy Patty, dropped in. How you doing today, my friend? Or I guess it's probably this evening in Scotland. It's 20 after 10 Arizona time. So welcome in, my friend. How you doing today? Did you get out for some motorcycle miles? I hope. Patrick, yes, the military extreme duty, exactly. Yes, sir, my friend. There's some quite the stories of as the war ended. A bunch of them they got crates of them got pushed off of ships and buried in big pits, and there's all kinds of stories of them. Ronster, keep it real on the back wheel, mate. There you go, random rants. Keep it real on the back wheel. That's our friend Random Rants from Cairns, Australia. Did I say it right that time, Random Rants? Cairns. Cairns, Australia. Adventure 2118 off-road rims standard. And he came with a Super Duke alloy 17-inch road wheels. Carbies, no injection for me. So he can win Paris Dakar, then swap shoes and scar. Right on. That's awesome. Mad Hatter Batty, what's up, y'all? Back on again. Yeah, we're hanging out for some Motorcycle Monday, Mad Hatter. uh, I can't ride my motorcycle, so I got nothing else to do. I'm a couch potato or a live stream YouTuber. That's all I got, my friend. So, welcome in. We're just hanging around the garage Monday morning, motorcycle coffee, scrolling, telling motorcycle tales, and we're we got random rants from Australia this morning. Claddy Patty from Glasgow, Scotland. Yeah, we're kind of gathering up the world here for some Motorcycle Monday conversation. Well, I guess we're too late for Motorcycle Monday in Australia. It's Tuesday morning in Australia already, but how about yourself, Mad Hatter? What's happening today? What's doing? Out for some motorcycle miles today? Today? Random rants and scare the crap out of the sports bikes in the twisties. All right. Random Rant says, Patrick Rowe, you really need to research aftermarket performance parts. Katie is bone stock. And all Kane had was jetting adjustment. Yeah, they stock all the stock stuff. It's engineered that way, right? That's like all these guys, they put great big tires on their four-wheel drive pickup and then wonder why the front end won't last in them. They in my opinion, the ball joints and all the steering gear was engineered and designed for a certain size of tire, and when you change all of that stuff, the rest of it's not engineered to follow along. Patrick Rowe, also ape hangers, different light setup. These little lights look like bullets, but they are damn brighter. Oh yeah. Claddy Patty, all good, bro. 6:15 p.m. LOL, and pissing it down. Oh yeah. Well, kicking back, relaxing, Claddy Patty for some happy hour, happy hour cheers. Watching it rain. We're yeah. We're just hanging out for some Motorcycle Monday, my friend. Mad Hatter coffee sounds good right about now. I'll grab one and we shall smoke about it. There you go. Mad Hatter. Absolutely. Motorcycle Monday morning coffee. I didn't put parts on to make it run faster, just to make it run longer. I hope the survival and the fittest uh, works out, Patrick. Uh, Mad Hatter, no miles for me. Still messing with that stator. Oh man, sorry to hear that. It's giving you some grief there, Mad Hatter. Sorry to hear that, my friend. But yeah, absolutely. Join in for some Motorcycle Monday coffee. Different cam push rods clutch deal. I believe it's called a blower valve. All S&S and over the top grade parts. Well, I hope it all works out good, that she makes a lot more miles for you there, Patrick. Claddy Patty. Oh, message redacted. Mad Hatter. I got Sporty that likes to eat magnets. LOL. The challenges. The challenges of the stator design in them, huh? The what year a Sporty is it, Mad Hatter? I think you told me before, but I forget. Random rants. It comes off as snobby, but KTM dirt bikes really are ready to race. They come with top of the line parts, and you really don't need to change a thing. Yeah, I got a friend at home up there in Saskatchewan, Random Rants, that he says the same thing. He's done both the motocross and enduro style racing, and he said KTM, they're ready to go out of the showroom. The only thing he does with them is some uh, adjusting on the suspension. Other than that, he said, yeah, right out of the box, they're ready to roll. Chris, uh, Grisso, year and manufacturer on that brass carby. This it's a M88 model, original old Linkert. It's the old Linkert carb from the design of the days of the military. It's the original carb on it. Yeah, Linkert M88. Yeah, it's pretty awesome little. I love the look of them. Such a cool little carburetor. I wish it was longer, stuck out further, so it shows off better. Whatever. I love the look of it. So pretty awesome little carb, and designed for the times that they're bulletproof to burn dirty fuel, and designed military application. Big Wave 56, Boogie Board 35. Cheers, my friend. Welcome in for some Monday morning motorcycle hanging out in the garage. He says, "Thank you for your show. This is Tommy from Lake Tahoe, California." Well, welcome in, Tom. I was thinking about buying a Street Glide. I only have 10,000 bucks. What year do you recommend? Oh man, that that is that's a really broad question, Tommy. um, it all depends on what kind of motorcycle riding and traveling you want to do. There's oh, that's a really broad range question, Tommy. This you what's your motorcycle experience? And yeah, what I mean, I've got a whole collection, a bunch of old stuff that I ride, Tommy. Um, I'm going to stick a pin in the map here for you. Where is Lake Tahoe? I don't have a real well detailed map, but where are you? It's been a few years since I've been by there. I can't remember geography. Where are you? West of Reno somewhere? There, stick a pin in the map for you. Can't remember for sure where Lake Tahoe is there, Tom. Um, oh man, if you got 10 grand to spend, uh, there's so many used motorcycles for sale. That all depends on what kind of motorcycle riding that you want to do. If you, oh man, that's a broad question. Narrow the question down a little more. You want to pack up and go cross country road traveling, Tom? And I mean, I don't have none of my bikes. I don't have hard bags and everything. I prefer soft bags. And then while I'm sitting on my sleeping bag. I pack these on my backrest all the time. They're awesome. These seal line dry bags. It all depends on what kind of motorcycle riding and traveling you want to do, Tom. But yeah, there's lots of used motorcycles that a guy can get for under 10 grand. It's yeah. Narrow down your question a little more there. Claddy Patty, my VMAX loves to eat regulators and rectifiers and fuel. Oh, is um that a common issue with them? They're Claddy Patty. I found your channel there last night, and I seen the VMAX. It sounds pretty awesome there, Claddy Patty, but I don't know nothing about them. But is that a common issue or problem that they're hard on the charging system? Patrick Rowe making some sugar water for the hummingbird feeder. Them things are pretty fun to watch. Oh yeah, they certainly are. Then they're feisty little rascals too, aren't they? Grisso, yeah, those original cast masks on that car are beautiful. Oh, yeah, I love it. I don't know. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of embossed markings on this side of them too, on the front side of the little car. Yeah, they're pretty cool looking little piece. They fun stuff, and it runs great too with that little carb on there. Runs great. I've actually I've also got the original old Linkert brass Linkert carb. It's a different style in this. I forget the model number of it on my 63 FLH. And same thing, runs great. Uh, Awesome. Patrick, the matter of fact is I did all kinds of research when I replaced the parts. Yeah, that's the challenges of all the aftermarket stuff, Patrick. The challenges. Random rants. When I rebuilt Katie, I put in a hot cam. It was for racing, and I put all the power in the top end. Katie had such a beautiful bottom end. I didn't like it, so I put a standard cam back in. And now, Patrick Andrews 27 cam, new electric system, S&S push rods, stainless steel blower valve to replace the plastic one. There's been a lot of research. You can believe that. Yeah, lots of tinkering time, Patrick. Patrick Rowe, we have sunbirds here. They are so beautiful. What's a sunbird? Are they little? Are they like our hummingbirds? You got hummingbirds there in Australia? Random rants. Patrick even was thinking about putting a 4-speed in, which is going backwards, but then I can put a kit on it. What kind of kit do you mean, Patrick? Are you talking a kicker kit? Is that what you mean? Uh, Hang on, where are we? I'm going to have to Google sunbirds. I'm not familiar with them. Yeah, I've never heard of a sunbird either. Uh, I've certainly heard of a sundog. Anybody knows what a sundog is, or that's what they call them on them frigid northern winter days. They call it a sundog. Circle around the sun of the burr. It's cold out. I sit on my porch and look at birds basically all day long. Right on. Kicking back, relaxing, having a happy hours cheers, watching the birds. I even got the birds of Pennsylvania to make sure I know what I'm looking at. Right on. Birds of Pennsylvania book, that is. Right on. The hummingbird is cool as shit watching it hover. Oh yeah. They're pretty amazing little bird. How they can hover in one spot. Patrick, they're a hummingbird relative. I sit and talk to the birds, lizards, and spiders. Oh, I saw that one video you posted there, Random Rants. That spider was the size of your hand. Oh my gosh. What are there lots of them there in Australia? And do they bite? Feisty little critters. When I'm watching movies and they destroy Harleys, it kind of makes me sick to my stomach. Oh yeah, why can't they just give them to me? What a waste, he says. Absolutely, my friend. Random rants. I have heaps of animal content on my channel. Right on. Yeah, I just found your channel last night there, Random Rants. You got some what in that one video where you got the bike sitting down by the river there, or lake, whichever that was, to the west. Or is that to the west, the mountain range you can see in the background? Patrick Clint Eastwood had quite a few movies where he's riding motorcycle. He's somewhat of a motorcycle enthusiast, from what I read. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that Clint was a motorcycle man. That's cool, Patrick. Never Patrick. No, Steve McQueen definitely had some motorcycle stuff going on. Yeah, for sure he did. Then of course there's Jay Leno. Oh yeah, damn movie star paychecks. Yeah, yeah, no kidding. I wished I had that problem. Unfortunately, I don't. Mine's been a working man's paycheck, but nevertheless, I'm happy with my chopper. That's what I always say. They put a smile on my face, Patrick. That's why I do it. That's why I do it, and that's what it's all about. About a month ago, some guy asked me if I was in the HA, mischievously, that is. Yeah, I I've rode by myself my whole life. I don't never did get into that. Uh, Kind of weird. I don't wear biker outfits. I wear dicky pants and Hawaiian shirts. Now my lid is a half helmet. They um, I don't wear no I don't wear no pins or patches. I ride by myself. I mean, whatever, because I live in the north and I've rode lots of cold weather over the years, so I always got my chaps and my big heavy leather jacket with me because of cold climate. But there's no pins and patches or nothing. I'm a lone wolf, ride by myself, have forever. Eric, welcome back, my friend. How was breakfast? How was breakfast, my friend? Eric says, "Hey Patrick, what general area of PA, please?" Random rant. That was a small one. Bee sting, strength, bite. Good fun. When you're the one that does the first downhill MTB runs. A full face golden orb spider adds a fun element to not crashing. What and well, yeah, that one, and so that spider that I asked you about, that great big one on there, that video that I watched of yours, that thing looks huge. And he bites, but he doesn't bite hard or what? Huntington County, central Pennsylvania. I live in the outskirts of a dead town, probably pretty easy to figure it out. I just don't want to give it out right now because I don't need some wacko screwing with me. Totally understood. Uh that's the thing with this social media. You never know who's lurking around. Patrick Rowe, what the hell? Oh, I read that one. Sorry, you guys. Random. Keanu Reeves is the modern motorbike guy, and he is just the nicest guy. Yeah, he's. I've seen a couple videos. He's got some motorcycle addiction too. Eric, understood. Just curious. Grew up Allegheny, Butler County. Not only do I tinker with Harleys, on tinker with a lot of guns. Oh right, cool, my friend. I when I was a kid, Well, I still have. I got all my own reloading equipment. I used to tinker with some of that stuff when I was a kid. I haven't since life happened and world got in the way in a job. I haven't done any of that for a long time, but was always good stuff. Used to do lots of varmint shooting. All right. What else, you guys? What else have we got for Motorcycle Monday? Hanging out by the 45 in the garage. Random rants, are you getting tired there yet, my friend? Just about 4 o'clock in the morning, hanging out live by the 45, Motorcycle Monday, Tuesday. uh, yeah, they get twice as big as that one. And what I like most about them is on their head is the exact picture of a skull, but they're not dangerous. Wow. They get twice, so they get bigger than your hand. Wow. No, you're all right. Uh, you're all right there, Patrick. We're, like I said, this, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with them, nothing wrong with guns, and we're it's all clean hanging around the motorcycle garage, right? So random rants. What with this stimulating conversation? It's Motorcycle Monday. That's what's up with it. They're random rants. uh, right on. A Baker 4-speed transmission with a Kickstarter. Heck yeah. The some of the models of the original old Evos they come from factory with still had a kicker on them. Until what year, Patrick? Do you remember? It was 86? Was 86 the last year of the factory kickstart on the Evo? I don't know for sure, but 85 or 6, somewhere around there, I believe was the last year of the factory kickstart. I've heard of a sunfish. Patrick says I've heard of a sunfish. All right. Hanging out for some Motorcycle Monday. Anybody new, just drop in for some Motorcycle Monday, hanging out and telling motorcycle tales. If you're new, just dropping into the live here. Drop us a comment where you're from, and so I can put a pin in the map for you. I'm hoping that while I'm injured and can't ride my motorcycle, I'd love to get a pin in every country in the world of where you're all from. So if you're new, just dropping into the live here, drop a comment, say hello. We're doing our best here this morning to keep Random Rants awake so he doesn't fall asleep on the keyboard here early morning in Australia. Right, Random Rants, we're keeping you awake there, buddy. Patrick says I put out peppermint extract soaked toothpicks to get rid of insects around the porch. Supposedly, it's ancient Chinese secret of some sort. Also, down where the groundhog is. Yeah, I've heard that before. They don't like that scent too. Claddy Patty, sunflower, closest thing we in Glasgow don't get sunfish, sunbirds, or sun. Yeah, another rainy day in beautiful Scotland there, Claddy Patty. Soggy, wet, soaked. Random rants. I got guns. My dad was an international pistol referee. He refereed the 88 Brisbane Commonwealth Games in 2000 Sydney Olympics. My first memory was living the Pistol Club in Darwin, NT. Wow, got a little pulling the trigger history in the background there. Random. Me and the groundhog have somewhat of a conflict of interest going on, it seems. He's being a pesky fellow there, Patrick. He wants to live under the shed, and I don't want him to live under the shed. uh, Eric missed getting out in the morning. Now thunder rumbling. Oh man, miss your morning ride there, Eric. Uh, Patrick, shit, there's a forest with a creek behind the shed. Why can't he go live back there? They, Patrick, one way to, if your if your shed's sitting right on the ground, jack it up and block it up so the wind can blow underneath of it. That might entice him to relocate his living quarters. Get it jacked up and blocked up 4 or 6 inches, and that might entice him to find a new home to relocate him his sleeping quarters to. Claddy Patty says, yeah, soggy ass, LOL. Glad we don't have guns in Scotland. It's full on the numpties. Oh, is that right? You're not allowed to have shooting irons over there? Yep, Eric says. Oh, another rain day in the forecast there, Eric. Random. My mom used to competition shoot as well. I'm pretty deadly with a bow too. Uh, awesome, my friend. I never did get into that, doing any bow stuff. Got a couple friends that do it. One guy used to competition. Actually, I think he was on the Olympic team for a year or two or something, doing some bow hunting. But what Claddy Patty, you say Scotland is full of numpties. What's a numpty? Patrick, even if I don't go riding on my chopper, I get a kick out of looking at it. Absolutely. Oh, firearms are illegal in the UK. Wow. That's I did not know that. There, Claddy Patty. It's definitely unique to me. I always wanted one, and now I got one the way that I want it. I will never sell it. Absolutely. Don't ever sell your motorcycle. And if your motorcycle puts a smile on your face, that's what it's all about, in my opinion, anyways. The money I put in it probably decreased in value, not to mention I'll never get out of it when I sell it. Oh yeah, that's why they're ours. Don't don't ever don't ever buy or build your motorcycle with the intent of selling it to make money. I don't think that ever works, Patrick. It is random says that it is a very satisfying skill to get proficient at. It's so primal. Patrick, la la la, he says. Yeah. Yeah. Patrick says, ride shiny and chrome to the halls of Valhalla. There you go. Absolutely, my friend. As long as they put a smile on your face, that's where it starts for me, anyways. Firearms are not illegal in the UK. It is very regulated like Australia. That oh, that's from the Mad Max movie. Right on. Good old Mad Max. Some Mad Max style crazy build it rusty, whatever you can create, Patrick. Why not, right? Right on. Claddy Patty, yeah. There are gun clubs and stuff. I agree. Yeah. No, it's whatever. Each everybody's opinion to the same, but it's it's like everything. In my opinion, it's like everything. It's you use them and appreciate. My guns are my guns are like my motorcycles. Use them, appreciate them to what they are. There's it doesn't matter if it's a fish hook and or a motorcycle or a gun or your ski boots or whatever it is. You use them for what they're designed for. My motorcycles make me happy. That's why I have motorcycles and they put a smile on my face every day. So I think Keanu Reeves puts out some kind of bike that he designed, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, is that right, Patrick? I've never, whatever. I don't keep too much up to date with any of the movie star, uh, the movie star, whatever you call it, attraction. Random says Patrick. Is that from the Survivor Road? Burlap, sorry. uh, Random rants. Yes. Keanu is partners in a bike manufacturer. Oh, what's that called? Random? Never heard of it. Yeah, from that movie with the guy up on the mountaintop. Eric says, after shopping yesterday, my wife opened the trunk, looking at this giant water jug I picked up off the road, saying, what is that? I replied, shooting at. uh, that's the future lawn sprinkler, Eric. That's the future lawn sprinkler. Hook the hose up to it and the various target practice holes. work as the lawn sprinkler applicator. So, right on. All right, you guys. I think I'm gonna go make myself an egg. My coffee mug's empty. Eric says, "Yeah, I plink in the yard. Fun stuff, my friend. I got most of my guns out. Trigger pull different springs. What you have. Enjoy the day," Eric says. Enjoy. You too, my friend. Random says, Patrick, that is not a Mad Max movies. Aussies refuse to accept that piece of cinematic trash. Mad Max finished at 2. Mike Today says, Random Rants. Yeah, Keanu Reeves builds expensive bike here in Southern California called Arch Motorcycle. Huh. I've heard that name before. Mike, what kind of motorcycle are they? What do they got for engine in them? I'll have to I'll have to Google that up sometime and have a look. Arch Motorcycle. Patrick says, as a matter of fact, I started getting gun crazy. I had to put a stop to it. Yeah. uh, getting a gun case full, were you, Patrick? Mike the D. Bye. Talk to you later, everybody. Cactus. All right, Mike. Have an awesome day, my friend, and always enjoy you stopping by. Yeah, 85 model and a 4-speed. Patrick, as a matter of fact, I was looking for one and then I stopped because I got too much money invested in the one I have. They actually, I think somebody look into Baker. I think they make a kicker attachment for on the Evo style 5-speed Patrick. I'm pretty sure they make a kicker kit you can put on. Depend on your obviously, of course, probably you have to change your exhaust to suit, but if you want a kicker, I believe Baker makes a kicker kit for the Evo style 5-speed. They used to make one for a few years. They made one for the twin cam model transmission, but then they stopped making them, and I'm not sure why, but I believe they still make a kicker for the 5-speed Evo model. If I had to do it all over again, just like everyone else says, I would have went and bought an 85 if I could have found one. Mike D, cruisers don't know what type of engine, but they look fast. Huh. Yeah, I'll have to Google that up sometime, Mike. Patrick. But then again, I also would say I've got an 883. I believe it's an 85 to 89 model that has a 4-speed add. Chopped it out. Hindsight, it can be brutal if you let it. Yeah, yeah. Random rants, Patrick. Methinks you, sir, are habitual fiddler with things. You can't even stop yourself, can you? Yo, keep it real on the back wheel. All right, random rants, my friend. You too. Thanks for stopping in and keep it real on the back wheel, my friend. I love your saying there. Keep it real on the back wheel. When I lived down in Morgan City, I met this couple from Canada and would ride their Harley all over the United States, then put it in a storage shed and go back to Canada, make some more money, come back where they left off, working and scoring some more cash. Right on. Yeah, I've never done that. I've always rode south and then I always rode home. I always rode home every time, and other than, well, there's a couple times I broke down and didn't make her home, but for the most part, motorcycle miles traveling our beautiful continent of North America. So I love it. All right, you guys, I'm gonna uh, I'm gonna go make me a coffee here and make an egg. My cup's empty. All right, you guys, thanks for drop finger the phone again. Uh, sweet uh, random rants. Sweet dreams, princess, he says. Chris O. See ya, cactus. God bless you. Be cool. Don't be a fool. All right, you guys. Cheers and have an awesome day. I love this. You guys hanging out with me and some motorcycle Mondays, and you all welcome back. I love the conversation, and we'll probably catch you tomorrow morning. I love it, you guys. Whoop. All right. Ciao for now, everybody. Have an awesome